Hello and good morning. It's Phil Thatch, and Heather and I are out doing some bird photography this morning. I asked Heather where she wanted to go, and she wanted to come back to the road that leads to the Summit Knobs Equestrian Trail, where she had such great luck with the Kentucky Warbler yesterday. So I said, okay, that sounds good. I'd love to try to find a Kentucky Warbler. And we came down here, and as we were driving down the road to get here, we saw a red-shouldered hawk on a wire, and we stopped and made a few photographs of that. So let's take a peek at that now.
There is the red-shouldered hawk with the mouse that it caught, and you'll notice that I'm at 420 millimeters on a 500 millimeter lens with a teleconverter. Well, I zoomed the wrong way because I was half asleep. I still have Nikon muscle memory, it seems. This is Heather's shot, and it's at 500 millimeters on an APS-C camera, so she was able to fill the frame a lot more. We both enjoyed seeing the red-shouldered hawk with its prey.
And then we came on down here to the gravel road that leads to the equestrian trail, and so far we haven't seen very much. I think we both got an Indigo Bunting, and we saw an eastern meadowlark, and strangely, usually you see a meadowlark like on a post or something low in a field, but there are some power lines. I don't know if you can see them in the frame here that go right through here, and the meadowlark was up on the power line. So Heather and I have been doing a lot of bird photography on power lines so far this morning.
A field sparrow sings. Here is a yellow-breasted chat photograph that Heather made during this section of the video that I forgot all about because I did not even get a photograph of the yellow-breasted chat at this point. And here is the eastern meadowlark. Now this is not a great picture, but hers was better than the one that I made. I was really struggling early until I switched lenses.
I started out using the 100 to 500 lens, but quickly I realized I needed more focal length, so I switched over to the 800 f11 and the teleconverter. Did you hear that? That is Heather's Kentucky Warbler, and she brought me right to where she thought he would be, and sure enough he was here. So I got me a lifer on that bird that Heather got a lifer of yesterday, the male Kentucky Warbler. Thanks.
Before we saw the Kentucky Warbler, this beautiful male eastern towhee flew up, and I got this 25,600 ISO shot, and then I made a video clip of it as it sang. While I was making that video clip, Heather made a couple of really nice photographs of the eastern towhee male there in the mimosa tree with its beautiful red eyes, and just turned out really beautifully. I love the colors of these birds, and it was great to see one that morning. Okay, here it is, Heather's Kentucky Warbler. I'm sure this is the same one that she photographed the day before, because it's in the exact same location. We were able to find it again the next morning, and these first few shots that say Nikon Z50 are Heather's photographs, and I think the light was a little bit better for this day than Heather had the day before. I love this shot. She's got a little bokeh-fied mimosa branch there in the foreground, and on this shot of Heather's, she's captured the beautiful male Kentucky Warbler as it's singing. And I think here's another one where it may have been just about to sing, or maybe it just finished singing, but really, really beautiful. And now here it is. This is my first ever Kentucky Warbler photograph that I've shared, and this is the first and only Kentucky Warbler I've ever seen. On this one, the bird was singing, and gosh, I was just really happy to finally get a Kentucky Warbler, and Heather was really happy to have shown me exactly where it is. So that was really cool. Just a beautiful bird. I love how it's brightly colored, and then the back of its head and its back is kind of a muted color, and it has some interesting gray color there in its feathers on the top of its head. But the front of the bird is very bright and colorful and highly contrasted, while the back of the bird is muted.
Well, we've been here in WhiteEyed Vireo and just trying so hard to get a photograph of it. And while we've seen it a couple of times, it just won't come out of the thicket enough to get a shot. And then over here in these pines, and it's right. Did you hear the Prairie Warbler? The Prairie Warbler loves us. and that's why we love it so much. I even made a video clip of a Prairie Warbler on top of one of these pines, so we can take a look at that now.
I didn't share any photographs or even make any photographs of the Prairie Warbler because I was working on trying to capture a video clip of the Prairie Warbler as it was singing. So here are a couple of photographs that Heather made, including this photograph of the Prairie Warbler singing, and here's my video.
Heather and I came down to Volkswagen Wetlands for just a little while to see what was going on, and we saw quite a bit, but we didn't get photos of much. But we did get, I believe, an orchard oriole. I think Heather got a juvenile, and I think we both got an adult male orchard oriole here at Volkswagen Wetlands.
The two birds I'm going to show you right now were hanging out together, but I didn't get a picture of this, which is an immature male orchard oriole, and Heather didn't get a picture of the adult. So we worked out together as a pretty good team. The female orchard oriole looks a lot like this, but does not have the black throat. And here's what the mature orchard oriole male looks like. This is my photograph, and I was really happy to get it. This is not the first time I've photographed one of these, but I haven't gotten many photos of them.
Can you hear the white-eyed vireo? Heather got her very first white-eyed vireo right here at the trailhead for the Summit Knobs Equestrian Trail, and it's still over there singing. I think there's two just singing away, and that's pretty fun.
Yeah.
High five. All right, we're gonna try another location now. Let's look at that white-eyed vireo we got.
Even though the colors of the white-eyed vireo are not very amazing, it's probably one of the most photogenic birds just because the eyes are so special on this bird. And it was really nice for this one to fly over into an area where both Heather and I could get some photographs. Now look at this next picture. On the right hand side of the frame, you'll see a bug flying around, and I was just thrilled when the bird landed here because the background was so dark, and there's some beautiful bokeh balls back there. And this is on that same perch, but with the bird looking to the left, I cropped it in a little bit different way, but you can still see the beautiful bokeh balls. And while we were in that area, I also made a photograph of a dragonfly from the car with the 800 f11 and the 1.4 teleconverter. And then also I got my first yellow-breasted chat, very small in the frame, but still very beautiful yellow-breasted chat photograph. All of these pictures were made in the exact same spot. And in the back seat of the car, here are Heather's photographs of the white-eyed vireo in some of the same perches that I photographed the beautiful bird on. And this was the first time Heather has ever photographed a white-eyed vireo, so I was really happy that she got a lifer today and I got a lifer today in the Kentucky Warbler. So a really good day for us overall, and just love the beautiful white-eyed vireo. This next shot is interesting. It was in horrible light, but Heather did a nice job toning it down in the edit. But the bird's hanging upside down from a vine with some prey in its mouth, and that turned out really nice. And Heather also got this really interesting shot of a female northern cardinal. The male of this bird is bright red, but I really love the colors of the female as well.
Right here by this little hill with perfect sun angle, we found a beautiful indigo bunting and made some photographs, and I think I got a short video clip of it as well. Let's take a look.
I got a couple of indigo bunting photographs to show you, and here is the first one there on some sort of prickly vine, and here is another one possibly on the same prickly vine. I enjoyed the background with the yellow flowers in the background, and then I made a video clip. Okay. Here is Heather's beautiful photograph of the indigo bunting that she made there. I believe it's on the same perch that it was on during my video clip, and I really love this shot that she made.
Well, we finished up over at Volkswagen Wetlands and the Summit Knobs Equestrian Trail, and we got hungry, and so now we're over at Harrison Bay State Park where we're going to eat at Dockside Cafe. We sure do appreciate you joining us for this video. We hope you liked it, and if you did, a thumbs up is always appreciated. And as always, we look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.